All right, so tonight I wanted to talk about, you know, putting, not just putting a value on Shakeology, but, you know, it is valuable. So bringing that value to your challengers um, right from the beginning before they even are your challenger. So you're going to find your way with this, but I want to just tell you quickly, like my little tiny quick version of my journey with Shakeology. So when I started Shakeology, I was, number one, completely against it. I wasn't against Shakeology. I was against any kind of supplement. I had never taken a supplement. I was always into fitness. So I'd never used anything. I never drank I'm sure I had tried a protein shake, but I never was like a person that drank or ate a supplement every day. And so I was not into it. And I had no idea that Beachbody even had Shakeology. And I was into the fitness. So when Candace said to me, like, okay, you're going to get this challenge pack, you're going to pick out your flavor of shake, I was like, yeah, I don't want the shake. And she was like, well, it comes with it. I was like, all right, well, and she was like, you might as well try it if you're going to share it with people. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I might as well try it. So, for me, it was like 7 to 10 days in that I started to really feel the difference. And I learned more about it. It was like how I felt, but that made me be like, oh, this is awesome, but the deeper things. So like, that what held me to it was learning about it. And because it was awesome, I just started Googling it. And then I went in the Coach Online office and I went in the FAQ and I would just be like, I just would put Shakeology in and I'd click everything that came up and read about it. And then very early on, I was on a call and this girl, Shay Sanford. Amanda, were you on that call? She's Shay Sanford. She built her entire business on Shakeology. She doesn't really, she leads with Shakeology and then she's like, all right, well, you're going to get a workout with it. So what do you want? What one do you want? That's her second thing because she's a nutritionist. So that's her background. So when she learned about Shakeology, she just got so passionate about it and that's what she leads with. So her call on Shakeology, which actually, if you guys go, I'm going to find the link so that you guys can watch that call because Candace still has that link on her YouTube somewhere, I'm sure of it. It was just like this whole education on Shakeology itself. And she just talked about, it's all whole foods. It's equivalent to eating, like drinking one shake, the nutrients in there, you'd have to eat 5 plates of salad to get the nutrients that you get in your one shake. And she was like, when are you ever going to eat 5 plates of salad in one day? Never mind every day. So I was already like feeling awesome about it. I had done my research and then that call kind of like sealed it together for me. Now I'm going to tell you this part. We weren't broke, but we were paycheck to paycheck. No wiggle room. I put my challenge pack on a credit card. I am not a credit card person. I guess you guys probably know me, I'm kind of type A. So I'm not like a credit card person, but it was almost good. I put my challenge pack on the credit card because I was like, I have to pay this thing up before these 30 days are up. I have to pay this credit card with commission. And I did, like put that fire under me, but I could not afford Shakeology. And a few weeks in, Matt started drinking my Shakeology, and then a couple months in, Matt started wanting to do the 21-day fix and wanting Shakeology, and now we needed 2 Shakeologies. So my mission at the beginning was to just pay for the Shakeology because we could not afford it. So I think that helps me too, because when someone tells me that they can't afford it, my response to them is always like, I know exactly, I know, you know, or they say it's expensive. I always can relate to that, and I can talk back. And I bet everyone sitting here has had the thought that Shakeology is expensive, right? I bet every single one of you has had that thought. So, you know, the first thing that has to happen is you have to move from thinking it's expensive to not thinking of it that way anymore. That's the first thing that has to happen. For me, it was really getting educated on it and really knowing about it, and even comparing it. Like, that's helping me now to keep my belief up. You know, when I compare it to other products, there's not another product on the market. When I went to LA and heard Carl talk about Shakeology, I was blown away. You know, he's like, there's nothing on the market that compares to it. People can tell you, oh, this has these vitamins, this has even the protein that's in the shake. the three main proteins that are in the shake, the way they work in your body. You know, I think Matt has the recording from the men's thing that maybe we can share too. There's nothing on the market that compares. And so Shakeology was actually designed to fit into a fast food world where everybody, 9 out of 10 people in America go through a drive-through every single day, at least once. Whether it's for their nasty coffee that costs $2.50, a lot of times it's something on top of that, you know, whether it's a vending machine, a soda, an energy drink, or a whole meal. I can't even believe, like, you'll find this, like, when people start doing the 21-day fix and they're like, oh, I have to cook. And I'm like, how do you eat? If you like, because they're like, oh, all this cooking. And I'm like, but you were cooking before, right? Like, you were, like, there's not that much more cooking for dinner, right? Like, you were cooking, but no, people don't cook. They order pizza, you know, they order out, they do takeout, they go out to eat. So you have to change your belief. And when someone tells you they can't afford it, you just have to say bullshit in your head, because every single person can afford what they want to afford. If you don't believe that, join Caitlin's LuLaRoe group, okay? There are so many women in this LuLaRoe group that tell me they cannot afford Shakeology, spending a couple $100s a week on leggings and shirts, okay? So everybody can afford what they want to afford. And I don't care if they spend like money, if they want leggings instead of Shakeology, that's cool, you know? But when someone says it to you, the first thing is, it's your belief that they hear in the reaction. So when someone says it to me, I'm like, haha, yeah, okay, you'll be back. Or you won't, whatever, you know? But I just say, I know it. I used to think the same way. I used to think it was expensive. And then I say, but when I did the math, you know, it's $4 a day. I cannot buy a meal with that nutrition anywhere in America for $4 a day. We were spending, and this is true for us, so think about you too, like, what have you sacrificed to afford Shakeology? Okay, maybe it was signing up as a coach. That's one part of it, right? You're saving, so that's something you're going to share with them. I didn't know how I was going to afford it either. I signed up as a coach, so at least I'd get the discount. For me, it was, you know, Matt was eating his breakfast and his lunch out every day. So when we started ordering Shakeology, we made a deal, and I was like, okay, you can't order out then. You can't do Dunkin' or Subway. You would do Dunkin' for breakfast and Subway for lunch. I was like, so you can't eat out anymore. If you want Shakeology, then, you know, we'll pack your lunch. You'll eat breakfast at home. We made a deal. We saved money. It's cheaper for both of us to drink Shakeology than for him to eat junk and be overweight from eating all the junk for both of his meals. So this is what I share with people when they tell me it's expensive. I don't say bullshit to them. I say, I know, because I've thought it too. So I empathize, you know, I say, I know, I used to think the same thing, but once I started drinking it and I really learned about it and I learned about how good it is for me, and then I felt how good it is for me. And for me, share with them what it is for you. For me, it's my cravings. You know, I'm not eating my chocolate every night. It's my mood. I have a better mood. It's that I don't crash at 3 o'clock every day. I used to lay down at like 3 o'clock every single day. Now I drink my shake. So what is it? Know your story. Know you like have to have like another little why here. Why do you drink Shakeology? You know, why do you believe in it? And that's what you share when you hear the pushback of it's expensive or this or that. And if they say, like, I just had a girl, she stopped drinking it, and she's like, I found a similar shake at GNC. And I'm not going to fight with, I'm not going to argue with her about whether it's not a similar shake. Like, I'm not going to argue, you know? So I just was like, cool, you know? I was like, oh, what shake is it? And I talked to her about her shake, you know? And we're still actually talking about the shake. This just happened yesterday. So, you know, are people still going to drop off after what I tell you my method is? Yes, of course they are, but less will. More people will, you know, stick with it when they start to break it down and think of it the way that you think of it. And if you can get them to think about $4 a day instead of 120, you know, if they're a coach or whatever it is a month, it's a very different thought in their head too. If you can be like, what do you spend? People spend $100 a month on cable television. It's like, what? You can get it all on Netflix and Hulu. People spend $100 on TV. It's like, hello, you know? So when you start to think of these things, if you go out to dinner at Chili's with your kids and your significant other, or even you and your significant other, go out with you and your one other person, get an appetizer, 2 drinks, and 2 meals, all of which is bad for you. You're going to spend $100 with the tip, you know? So when you start to think of what costs the same, it's going to keep that value for you. So here's what I do. I never talk about programs and Shakeology. It's all one thing. So when someone is talking to me about doing a program, okay, Shakeology is part of the 21-day fix. Shakeology is part of the 3-day refresh. Shakeology is part of 22-minute hardcore, max 30, Beachbody on demand. It all works at an optimal level if you are drinking your shake every day. So I never talk about them separately, okay? I always talk about them together. Shakeology is part of the program, right? It comes in the challenge pack. It is part of the program. Some of the eating plans, actually most of the eating plans, like when you get the book, the examples, Shakeology's in there. Oh, I'm sorry. Sophia, I heard this weird noise and Sophia just turned the TV on.
The Christmas movie that the boys left on.
It's okay. So, scared me. Okay, so this is what I do. So when I'm talking to somebody about the 21-day fix, so I say, you know, I've gone through my thing, and they say, okay, yeah, send me some info. So I say, awesome. The 21-day fix comes with the eating, the workouts, a coach, membership to my accountability group, and a month's supply of Shakeology. I list it all together. It's part of it. And then I say, check out these 2 quick videos. The first one explains the 21-day fix. The second one explains Shakeology. I'll check back in with you tomorrow if I don't hear from you first. So I always say that so that I give myself permission to message them tomorrow and say, hey, what's up? Did you watch those videos? So I always close with that. That's all I say. I don't talk about the 21-day fix at all. I'm not like, well, you get these containers and then you put them in the things and then blah, 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 blah. You know, I used to do that. So if you do that, don't feel that I had a whole write-up. Amanda, I probably sent you a PDF of it. It was like, whoa, okay. People don't want to read. So the videos are awesome. If you don't know what the videos, I just go to YouTube and in the search I put 21-day fix. And the ones that say, you got to be careful because there's a lot of coach videos on there and you don't want to send them, you want to send them the trailer from Beachbody. So you'll see on it, on the video, like down to the left or whatever, it'll say Beachbody. The Shakeology video I used to send was 3 minutes. I can't, it's not there anymore. And I'm going crazy. So right now I'm sending this little 1-minute one. I'll put those in the team page too. Can somebody tell me all of the things that I said I'm going to put in the team page? Hold on a second. Let me write this down. Okay, I'm going to put the videos I send, videos. I'm going to put, this is what I'll do. I'll do a post. I'll be like videos. And in the comments, I'll put the main programs, the videos I send. Here's the thing though. If you just copy and paste that, it might not, I don't know why. It might not send to them. I often, from Facebook, I have to click it and go into YouTube. And I have to go up to the URL. Is that the URL? I'm getting good with technology. I go into the URL, not down here in the YouTube part do I copy it. Up in the URL, and I copy it again and paste it into Messenger. Because I've had problems where it doesn't load right. So, okay, I'm going to give you guys videos. I promised you so many things. We'll take care of it at the end. Somebody can tell me all the things I promised to put in it. Oh, I know. Shay Sanford. Call. Okay. So that's the first thing. I never talk about them separately. 1 out of 10 people, when you do it that way, 1 out of 10 people will be like, can I just do it without the shakes? You know? And I don't say no. I mean, that's up to you. Some people don't let people in their challenge groups if they don't at least do their first round, you know, full in. I don't do that because I'm, you know, my mission is, it's not that it's different. It's just, for me, I think I take a little longer, but at the end of the day, I'm not selling a shake, you know? So I want, like, I just think, yeah, okay, maybe they'll buy it. But I think if I force them into something that they're really against, then it's less likely that they're going to be open to sticking with it. You know what I mean? So if they come in the group and they don't have the shake, and then I always like send them, I'm always like, all right, tell me a flavor. I'm going to send you at least one to try. And I let them try it, and then they hear other people talking about it. If it's their own decision, even if it takes a month or two for them to come to it, often that sticks longer. So that's my method, but that's up to you guys. But so yes, sometimes they say, can I do it without the shakes? And I'll say, yeah, you can. I highly recommend, I still nudge. I nudge them. I say, I highly recommend you do it this way. In the challenge pack, it's this bundled price. Like right now, if you take 60 from 140, they're getting Shakeology for $80, right? Because the 21-day fix on its own is $60. So I'll tell them, I'll be like, this month, you're getting a month of Shakeology for $80. It's $50 off the price. You know, this is your best way to try it. And, you know, if you are curious, this is your best way to try it and see if it's for you. And it's going to give you optimal results from all your effort with your workouts and your clean eating, your 21-day fix eating. So I do still nudge them. Like, I don't just say, all right, yeah, fine. You know, I still show them that big picture. if they say, I'm not a shake person, I don't, you know, like, if they come back and still say no, then usually I back down. But if you have something going on like that, take a screenshot and send it to me, and I can help you work it. Okay? I can help you find the little ways to just keep that door open. So that's kind of like what I do. I imagine like the person is trying to shut the door, and I'm like, all right, yeah, okay, I'm just right here. And I just keep smiling at them through the crack of the door. So I can help you guys with that. But so what usually happens is they come back when I ask them about, so could you turn that down, honey? When I ask them about, it's summer vacation. Nobody's in bed. When I ask them about the next day, so the next day I come back and I'm like, hey, just checking in. Did you get a chance to watch those videos yet? Usually now what they're going to say to me is, yes, it looks awesome, right? It always looks awesome. The videos are awesome, right? It looks awesome. How much, right? So again, when I talk about how much, I go through the list again. And I say, you're going to get, with your challenge pack, and keep calling it a challenge pack. With your challenge pack, you're going to get 9 workouts with the fitness program of what workouts to do what day. I'm talking about the 21-day fix right now. That's 9 workouts. But if you don't know how many, you can be like all the workouts, you know. The eating plan, the portion size containers. Usually 21-day fix comes with a shaker cup, so I check that it's listed on the thing before I say that. A shaker cup. I always say a coach, and I put a little wink because that means it's me. Membership into my accountability group, and a month's supply of Shakeology. And then I'll say, on the sale month, I'll say, this month, that's all on sale for $140. And then we go from there. So now they order their challenge pack and they get Shakeology. So I actually have been doing a good job of making a big deal about Shakeology at the beginning of the challenge group, but I realized like I need to talk about, we should be posting about Shakeology every day in our challenge group. Like I had this little kick in the booty today. I was like, you know, we really should be sharing Shakeology every single day. And just quick little tidbits, like I think it would be good at somewhere in the midpoint of the challenge group to share your own little story with Shakeology. Make a quick video or do a quick post where you just show your shake that day and you're sharing your recipe or something. You just say, you know, I just wanted to take a minute to let you guys know why I drink Shakeology every day, you know? But it's definitely important to educate them on Shakeology in the challenge group. And this is something I need to get better at, because they're going to start drinking it. They're going to be working out. They're going to be on the eating plan, and they're going to start to feel it. They're going to start to feel good. And if we're educating them along that way, and they're learning more about what it is, what is in the shake, why isn't it the same as a lean shake that you bought at GMC? I was like, does your shake have soy in it? Probably. Does your shake have artificial sweeteners or flavors? Probably, you know. Does your shake have 70 superfoods in it? Probably not. So, you know, I've already lost a way with her a little bit, but not lost the way, but she's still in my challenge group. So I'm like, you know, people that have dropped off, like when you start to educate on, just pick one superfood in there and post about it. Per day, you got 70 days of posts going on, you know? So that's one thing I think that I included should start to do in our challenge groups, where we share. And if you're running it with another coach, then have them share it. And I even thought of, like, you could make it fun where you do a post one day and you, like, at the beginning or the beginning of the second week, and say, what is something you are noticing a change in since drinking Shakeology. They can tell you their energy, you know, their reduced cravings, less bloated, better digestion, whatever it is. And then you guys can share with, like, you can come back the next day and be like, thank you, Sally, for sharing that your digestion is better, that you are regular now that you drink Shakeology. And you can be like, here's why. And you can show them why. You can list the superfoods that are in there that's making them feel that way, you know? And then you can do it for Joni a couple days later. And when they're debating whether to order their shake again, and they say, well, this is helping me with that problem I have. And they're like, well, does this shake have that in it? No, it doesn't. Okay, I guess I need Shakeology. So you're going to add that value every single day in your challenge group. And you're going to have them be a part of it where they share, you know, recipes, how they're feeling, stuff like that. And, you know, you can do a reverse of that. Like, you can put up a picture. Like, if you do Google Images, there's so many Shakeology, like, fact pictures. Like, 85% of people report better digestion. You know, 93% report more energy. You can put that post up and be like, you know, in the comments, tell us if this is you. And then for all the people it is, you can be like, you know, so now you have those people, and then later that day, you can put another post up educating them on why. What is in the shake that's making them feel like that? If you've been in one of my Shakeology groups, I do a post about the superfoods and what's in them, like the red and green. Have you guys seen those? Because I can share those. All right, I'm going to share that in our team page too. Share. You know what I'm going to do for that? Actually, I'm going to ask you guys. I'm going to do a post of who wants to be in one of my 5-day shake groups. And I'll just add you in there, and then you can see the posts. But, you know, you can take that and you can elaborate on it. If it's your thing, like if it's the phytonutrients that have really made you feel different, you learn more about phytonutrients and share that with everybody, you know, or the probiotics or whatever it is, whatever your things are with Shakeology, that's what you're going to speak the most passionately about and share the most passionately in your group. So I think we do a great job of sharing, like, it tastes awesome and here's a fun recipe and all that stuff. But I think what we're missing is, like, yeah, well, I can make, you know, a $25 60-pound bag of chocolate protein taste awesome too. You know, what we're missing is, like, that piece of them knowing how it's different from everything else. So that's one thing, to definitely share it in the groups more. And then talk to people quietly about it. So now that you have them sharing, you know, when you do your check-ins, when you're running your groups, you want to be checking in privately 1 to 2 times a week at least. I like to check in every day, especially the first week or two. But when you check in with them, say that stuff to them. Be like, hey, you know, thanks for sharing that. And I'm glad to hear that it's helping your digestion. You know, talk to them about it. Especially if it's something that you've realized too. I mean, digestion's not like a #1 thing for me with Shakeology because I didn't have like an issue with it, but it's definitely made it even better. So, you know, sometimes it's funny when you start talking about digestion, but I'm just saying it's definitely made it better. So, I think as a whole, we all need to commit to talking about it more. And I think if we commit to that today, to start doing that, you know, tomorrow morning, we're going to see a big difference. Like 4 weeks from now, we're going to start to see a big difference. Okay, and then the last piece is if they did not sign up as a coach when they ordered, then before they order, their second order comes in, I make it my responsibility 10 days out to message them and remind them that that is going to ship. And so what I say is, hey, you know, I'm just checking in. I wanted to give you a heads up. Your Shakeology is going to ship again on the 28th. Are you planning to stick with it? And then I see what they say. If they say no, you know, again, I'm not like, oh, okay, yep, I'll cancel it for you. I talk about it. I nudge. I talk about it. I find out why not, what, you know. But a lot of times, at least the second time, they stick with it because they're feeling good. They're getting results. So like, I'm going to stay on this train and they'll do another month. And at that point is when I always try to get them to save, to sign up as a coach and save. And the other thing is, when they sign up as a coach, they, you know, they become part of the community. We put them in the team page. It's just another way to, if you guys listen to Chalene Johnson, you're trying to make a lifer. So it's just another way to get your lifers. You know, when you have someone join your team, even if it's just for the discount at first, they're like a VIP, you know. They're VIP among all of your challengers. So I think of it that way and I treat them that way. And so it's an attractive thing for them because it's like, all right, I'm going to become part of her team and one of her people, one of her peeps. But, you know, they do, because they do get like my, I do prioritize them. So if you do that, like they're more likely to stick around too, where once they join, like, you know, I don't talk about all that when I'm just like, well, if you're going to do it again, let's have you be a coach because you can save 25%. But once they sign up and are a coach, you know, I get them on the phone, I chat with them, I tell them about the team page, and I don't ask them, I'm like, I'm going to put you in the team page and we're going to, you know, it's just going to be another form of support and community for you. So that usually keeps people, I have a lot of discount coaches. I was just going through my thing. So like, don't discount your discount coach, because I have like, I think it was 6 discount coaches just in my first business center. I have more than 6, but 6 that have been on this team from the start. They are lifers. They are lifers. They put their shakes on hold sometimes, you know, but they are lifers. They jump, they see something on the team page, 3-day refresh or another 21, and all right, yeah, put me in for a round. Like, and they come in and they are like captains of the challenge group because they've done it before, you know, they're comfortable with talking in there. So the discount coach really helps you in a lot of ways. And the other thing is, as you grow in rank, you need certain amount of coaches to be each rank. So even if it's just a discount coach, you need them there. Like if you're going to be, for example, 5-star diamond, you need 20 coaches signed in your first business center. So it's okay. Like 5 of them are diamonds. The other 15 can be discount coaches, you know? So the discount coaches help your business, and they also help your momentum, and they also usually stay on Shakeology. And then a lot of times they lead to other people, you know, because they stay on it, and then it's like, well, my sister finally saw that I'm drinking this shake for 2 years and was like, fine, what is this shake, you know? So maybe they'll sell it to them or whatever. So it just keeps going on and on. So that's the last part of a lifer is signing them as a coach, that for me at least. So that's my Shakeology spiel. Amanda had another question too for me to talk about, but let me look at the chat if there's any. Do you guys have any questions? So Lisette said, can we share some of the Shakeology nutrition back? Of course you can. I do think though, Lisette, if you want people to read it, I think a better way is a picture of you, either a collage with like you with the facts near it, but even better, just a picture of you and like you write the fact in your as your status, or you write it over it. Like if you use Photofy, where you write 87% of people report, you know, and you are the meme. That works much better on your Facebook page, because if somebody sees the company's Shakeology picture, it's like, man, they don't even read it. But that's a really good idea. Of course, yeah, you can share that. And right here, what you're saying that you've had issues, like that's what you should talk about. When you talk about Shakeology, Lisette, on your personal page, you should talk about that. I mean, who cares if people, she said, people are uncomfortable. Who cares if they're uncomfortable? Everybody has a digestive system, right? So who cares if they don't like to hear about yours? And you know what? Anyone suffering does want to hear about yours. And that's who you're looking for. You're not looking for the people that are rolling their eyes. You're looking for the people that need it. So keep that in mind, and you know, keep that as your focus when you post, that's who you're writing to. Okay, I think that was the only question. Yeah, Shay. See, Amanda's good. She's got the name right there. Shay. I mean, what a name. Isles Stanford. Oh, it's Stanford. I was saying Sanford. Okay. Does anybody want to unmute themselves and ask a question about the Shakeology stuff? Bonnie, are you trying to talk? I can unmute you. Wait. Did you want to talk, Bonnie?
Oh, okay, sure.
Ah!
Yeah.
I'm like, Bonnie?
So if I have people that have mentioned that they've tried shakes in the past and are totally not interested, like, is there, besides just giving them some time to like work it out and I give those facts already about how much it costs and the benefits of it, is there any other kind of strategy sometimes I've even given like a Shakeology sample for them to try to see, and sometimes they're just not about it at all. Is there something else that you would recommend?
Have they tried, they tell you that they've tried Shakeology or just shakes?
Some of them have tried both, like different shakes, and they've tried Shakeology. Others haven't, and I've actually given them like a Shakeology sample. And I'm not really getting bites on particular people like that.
So in my experience, most of those people are just giving you an excuse so that you don't ask them to buy a shake.
Right.
But sometimes, so I have like sometimes it is true. Like I know a girl, she was in a car accident. Her mouth was wired shut, and she was like that for like 6 to 9 months, something crazy like that. And she's like, I can't drink shakes. She's like, all I drink with shakes, and I can't. And she's like, legit, she can't drink a shake, you know? But so many people will tell you that, and then they're like, I'm drinking Herbalife. Or I've had people like try Shakeology and tell me they don't like it, and then I think they forget. And 6 months later, they're like, all right, I'm ready to do Shakeology now. And I'm like, I thought you said it made you nauseous. I thought you said you couldn't drink it. You gagged, you know? So like people forget, like I have a really good memory. Plus you can scroll up and see what they wrote. But so in general, take it as whatever they're saying, just translate it as not now.
Okay.
Translate it as not now. If they hop in and do a program, so if they're like, I don't want to shake, and they never do a program, I keep inviting them to free groups and work their way to doing a program. And when they do the program, I pretend like they never told me they didn't like shakes. I just talk like I just did about challenge facts, that the shake comes with it. So, but if they're doing a program and they aren't drinking Shakeology, I still like bring it up later. So I have them do like a round of the 21-day fix. And at the end I say, hey, you know, I have this 5-day Shakeology group running. I know you said, like I write exactly what they said. I know you said you're not a shake person, but like I would say neither was I. That's what I would say because that's true about me. But neither was I. And it would just make me so happy if you would jump in and do 3 of the days with us, and I would give them 3. Like I would give them 3 and not have them pay me. And I'd be like, it would just make me really happy if you would jump in and do 3 of the days with us. What do you think? So I push it that way a little bit. If you have specific people and you want to show me like the conversations, I can help you. You can't say the same thing. Every conversation is different, you know, but I can help you with like how to approach them.
Okay.
A second time, you know, but
I'm gonna mute myself just because my baby's going a little crazy here.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can mute yourself. I can't even hear him because my TV's going. Can you turn the TV down? It's Spy Kids. Yeah, so I still find angles. I still keep inviting for them to try Shakeology. I'm going to talk about them because I don't think they'd care. Joanne Penta told me she hated Shakeology. And I was like, what flavor did you try? Because if they've tried Shakeology, they haven't tried 7 flavors. Right? So I was like, oh, you did? What flavor did you try? She's like, vanilla. I'm like, well, vanilla's gross. I'm going to send you a chocolate. That's what I said. I actually like vanilla now. I thought I hated vanilla for like the first 9 months of being a coach. When people said they wanted to order a whole bag of vanilla, I was like, oh my God, they're going to return it. It's so gross. Now I love it, you know, but that's the thing too. Like it's an acquired taste. Do you like beer the first time you drink it? No, I actually still don't really like beer, but wine. I didn't like wine the first time I drank it, right? So it's an acquired taste. There's so many ways to make it. If they've tried Shakeology, if they say they've tried Shakeology and don't like it, I say, how'd you make it? That's my only response. How'd you make it? And a lot of times you hear a horror story that they put it in the cup and shook it, you know, or something. So definitely pry, and, you know, pry is not a positive word, but you know what I'm saying? Like, find out more. Find out what they didn't like about it. What flavor was it? You know, all of that is going to help you to find angles to get them to try it. I really don't, with saying this, I really hate sending people one packet. I do it, but I know 9 out of 10 times that leads nowhere because it's a taste test. You know, they're not going to feel any different drinking 1 packet of Shakeology. It's just a taste test. So sometimes I think it devalues it a little bit. So if you do that, make sure you're, you know, like do it with someone who's in a challenge group and seeing the value that you're going to be providing, like is learning about it along with everybody else. Make sure they have some kind of other value. Because in my experience, those 1 packet, like you check in with them, they're like, oh, I didn't try it yet. It's like, you know, you didn't try it. So you definitely need to do like some value, add some value. All right. Any other Shakeology questions? All right. Amanda asked about value in getting challenge group people to be more your challenge groups to be more involved. So I'm gonna give you some really quick tips so that we don't go too long tonight, but here's what I've changed up in the last 3 months, and it's really worked for me. Sorry, I was just looking at my phone to try to figure out if I got other questions. So the first thing is I do a video every single day, every morning, and I have found that has really increased engagement with them actually seeing me. And I've been going live more often. I've been going live in my like big community group, but I'm definitely going to start to go live in my challenge groups a couple of times a week to just surprise them and keep it fun. And like, you know, and you can do anything in your challenge group. Like, so you can really be yourself. It's like, hey guys, I'm making my shake. And I was like, hey, let's do it live, you know, and make your shake live and chit chat, you know, no big deal. So I think that definitely helps. Yesterday, my challenge group was a little dead, like over the last like 3 or 4 days. So I just went in last night and I put in big caps. I was like, hey, are you guys here? Are you guys here? You know, I was like, stop scrolling, read this. Are you guys still with me? In the comments, you know, tell me if you're still with me. And everybody kept commenting and everything. So it like kind of brought them back. But I think it worked because of the design of the group where I start a new group now every 30 days. You know, I don't carry it on. So it's like there's a start, there's a finish, there's a daily task for points and a prize. I do a weekly challenge with a weekly winner. So I think that definitely helps too. And every night I do a check-in. So every night I say on a scale of 1 to 10, oh crap, I forgot to put mine in my group tonight. I'm gonna do it right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, how did you do with your eating, workout, and water today? And then I check in with everyone privately. So that's huge too. So at the beginning, I check in with everybody, like, and I tell them I'm going to. I'm like, I'm going to check in with you like almost daily and just see how you doing, you know, and let you report to me. So, and then especially like when people aren't participating, I'll be like, hey, you know, I know it's a busy time and you're probably just busy with other stuff, but I haven't heard from you in the group, and I just want to check in and make sure everything's going all right. You're still on, you know, you're still on task, you're still on the program. So that definitely helps too. And, you know, I don't mention it to be like, I always tell them because they'll be like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, you know, the group isn't, I'm not trying to stress anybody out that you have to post, but they still hear from me that I'm like, hey, where are you? You know, I've noticed that you're not there. So sometimes that does amp them up to post or whatever. And I'll even tell them, at least if you're clicking like, you know, or commenting here and there, I know what's going on with you. Oh, that helps too. At the beginning, before the challenge starts, I get a verbal commitment from all of them, but I'm not like as tough as I should be, but it's like a very lax verbal commitment. But I just say, you know, so the group is going to have a daily task and we're going to be keeping points for a prize at the end, just to keep it fun and a fun way to keep everyone accountable. And I say, are you up for that? So I ask them, like, are you up for posting, you know, for being part of this challenge part of it? And I hear from them right then, like, a few of them will say, I'm not sure, like, I don't know how comfortable I'll be with posting, you know? And then I'll say to them, well, just make sure, like, you check in every day, click like, comment here and there. I'll say, even if you don't do a picture and you just write, like, I had a good day of eating, you know, so that you're staying accountable. So, like, I'll give them that little buffer, to, like, that little baby step. But I do find, too, that that one little, like, that verbal agreement kind of holds them a little accountable to participating in the group too. And then, you know, I think number one to all of it is to just really be yourself in the group and stay creative. So, you know, now I'm at the point where I've had people like repeating and I'm like, okay, so I'm going to have to change. Like I have my videos made, but I started to change the challenges. And then, you know, next month I'll probably do some different videos here and there. And I thought even just do my daily video, do a live one, you know, do a part of my workout live, like anything like that. Just being yourself. Like even if you're going to share your lunch that day, share it live, you know, go live for a minute and be like, hey guys, I'm just about to eat my lunch. I want to show it to you, and like turn the camera, and it just keeps it interesting and exciting. You can even, I was thinking like you can have a challenge, like a one of the challenges can be like, go live today in the group, you know, and I'm going to pick a winner. Oh my God, I'm going to do that tomorrow in my group. Yes, because Wednesday is my challenge day. So it's, you know, it keeps it like fun for them, and it keeps it fun for you. Because I find like so now I've been doing the same thing. This is my 4th month of it. Like I'm a little bored too with some of the days, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. We did this already for 3 months. So you do have to keep changing it up. But I am following Anita Myron's challenge group guide for 30-day thing. And it definitely amped up the groups. So I can do, you know, a bigger call on that if you guys are still. You guys can let me know if you want me to do a bigger call on that. All right, it's 10:02. Remember when I posted that I was only going to talk about Shakeology for 15 minutes? Oh, I'm talkative. There you go. Well, what I had prepared, what I had written down was like a quarter of that. So all this other stuff just came out. All right, guys. Well, I won't keep you. I don't see any other. Let me just check. I don't see any other questions. So, Amanda, I knew you could never talk for 15. It's so true. Bad. I'm dying. It's your delivery too. All right, thanks guys. Have a great night, and I will post all this stuff, and maybe somebody can tell me if there's any other stuff. If I don't post something that I said I was going to post, just don't be afraid, ask me, because I forgot. If I ever say I'm going to do something and I don't do it, I forgot. That's all it is. All right? All right, good night, guys. Love ya.